Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We have a new week ahead of us, and I pray you're all doing well and you are safe during this Holy Week. We have 4 days today, or this week, to get through. So let's look at our schedule here. If you notice, day 6 from last week's schedule is our Monday, day 6 of distance learning here. So I'm just going to preview our assignments. Please make sure you respond to this email email by the end of the day so that I can count you for attendance. We're going to continue this throughout the extended learning time, starting with math today. And now that we're now that we're starting on April 6th through April 24th, everything is through the computer. So the packets are there as a resource, but you should be completing every assignment through Google Classroom. So our lesson for the video for your metric units of weight and mass is here, and the Google Doc that you can type right into is right here. So you'll just click right on the line and type your answer in here. Okay. For writing, we're going to continue directed journal this week, and we'll be done at the end of this week, but you're welcome to continue to use this as a platform for creating your primary source and talking about this time after we're done. But for now, we're going to continue with day 6. What are your predictions about how people will talk about COVID-19 20 years in the future? How will people talk about this time in our nation's history? So just kind of thinking about if you are... So you guys are about 10 or 11, so when you're 30-ish, how are people going to talk about the time when we were in school closure, just what 2020 was like in terms of the impact? Just think in the future and how you will talk about this time when you're about 30 years old. For government games, I put all of the games that you're welcome to play for the iCivics website. All of these are all relating to government. Specifically, we've talked about the 3 branches of government, so you can pick from the games that I've already shared with you. However, there's lots of fun ones on here for you to play. I'm praying they work on your iPad. I've had one person say this link wasn't working quite well, so hopefully it works for you. And if it doesn't, we have a second option. IXL extended their membership to us, so we also have social studies and I don't know why it automatically sends me in as Daniel. It's really weird. But it gave us social studies as well as science subscriptions. So we have all of these topics that you can play in terms of what we've learned so far in our social studies curriculum, or you can start with just government. So those lessons are here, and it works just like the lessons for math. And you'll just pick the correct answer and you earn points, and then you can earn badges as well. So if iCivics is not working for iPads, I know IXL does. You're welcome to play those. I do have Legends of Learning space games scheduled for you, and because IXL also opened us up for the ability to play science, I do have that hooked in here. For Legends of Learning, I would like you to sign in using the teacher playlist, and you know my code is BRISSE1, and then you'll just need to log in with Google. So this will get you to the playlist of all of them and just choose some space games to play. Or you can go into science, and they don't really have much space games, which is kind of surprising to me. They have one, but they have other topics that we've covered in science that you're welcome to explore, or something you may want to learn about. We haven't gotten to rocks or minerals. You're welcome to learn about those. Or I know Cullen did his book report on fossils. Maybe fossils would be something interesting to you. So these games are here for you as well. I figured since our first day of using the Chromebooks, it would be kind of nice to be able to utilize them for gameplay in terms of learning. We're going to finish Hound Dog True today. You have pages 123 to 145, and you should type your answers directly into these questions, please, remembering to use complete sentences and using specific text detail when the question asks. We are going to do a mini book report project digitally through Google Classroom as well, so be ready to start that tomorrow after you finish the book today. For Holy Week, I have a project we're going to do a little bit each day, and I've done this several times in the future, so this is kind of your first exposure to it. This Holy Week Google Slides is a large project, but I've chunked it up so you do a certain amount of slides each day. I have gone through the activity and made a video overviewing it as well, what your expectations are to complete it, so you can welcome to view this video in terms of directions for the activity. I'll go right in. So today for Monday, you're going to complete slides 1 through 12 according to this schedule, and it's also here as well so you know which slides to complete. And this is really just going through the specific days of Holy Week as well as the scripture. They have options for you to click to read it online. You can also watch by clicking here. If these links are, if you're struggling to get them to work, the best way to click a link during Google Slides is when it's in the presentation mode, because the links are meant to work that way. So if you want to click, it'll take you directly to the resource from the presentation mode if it's not working right away. Let's go back here. You're completing all the way through slide 12, and I'm not going to go directly through each one because that's what the other video is, but that's your end point for the chunk of this assignment for today. For spelling, we're working on lesson 23, and instead of doing a menu, just to keep things a little bit more organized so that I know all of your activities for each of you are in one place, I do have just a bunch of activities listed here. If you would like to do a different activity, you're welcome to put it in this document just at the end. But I have 3 activities: sentences, funky fonts, and then syllables. So these are the 3 that I'm giving you as options for this week. You're welcome, like I said, to add different activities as long as you finish 3 by the end of the week in this document, so I don't have to hunt for them. I do have games, so if you decide that you're playing the games on here, you can pick one and then in the document just say, I played this game for my one of my activities. And the last thing that I need to show you is our new resource for grammar. I found this online and it works right through Google Classroom, and I'm praying it works well for you at home. If it doesn't, we'll just find a substitute, but I'm praying it works. So you'll click here and log in with your Google account. And I don't know if it'll really let me, yeah, so I'm already logged in, but when you do it, it should be a screen similar to this mini one in here, and click Login with Google, and it should have a series of lessons for you to work on all about commas. I do have this scheduled for the next few weeks covering different topics, so start with commas and try to get through all of the lessons online by the end of the week, and then next week we'll start, I believe it's adjectives, so we're going to switch topics, so try to get as much done as you can for this one. Last things to show you, and then I'll be done with the video for today. For Mystery State, I did link in a Kahoot or quizzes for you to play, and I would recommend seeing if anybody in your household wants to play with you in terms of joining in these games. Quizzes you can do pretty much by yourself. It'd be way more fun if you have some competition. Kahoot, you're really going to want somebody to play with you. I would have one computer open up the game, and then you guys use some other devices such as iPads or phones to play the game. Obviously this isn't a requirement, but it's just some fun ways to practice Mystery State like we do in school. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to show you. You have the daily schedule here and the copy of the packet. You do have the packet at home, and it starts with the day 6 through day 9 schedule. Like I said before in the video on Friday, it does have a magazine format and it is kind of small. And if that's annoying, I do have the full packet with the full pages directly on my website that you can see. So I am going to leave it at that. Oh, one more thing really quickly. I made a nursing home Flipgrid and I have my video down here. What I would like you to do is to open the link that I am attaching to Google Classroom, and I'm going to put the password there. This one I made different than our ones that go just with our school email because I want to share it to the nursing home as well. But these are just little video messages, and I have a would you rather question for you to answer. So check out my video first in terms of the would you rather question. And you're welcome to ask the residents questions as well. But this is just something that they're in isolation and no visitors right now. They only get to see the workers who come in who are working during these times that we're really thankful for. And just maybe say some prayers that you have for them, or let them know that you're thinking of them, or sharing a positive message just so that they know that even though we are far away, we're still thinking of them and praying for them. So this will be in Google Classroom. Be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, I think that's everything I had to share with you today. I hope you guys have a wonderful second week and everything goes smoothly with your Chromebooks. If it doesn't, send me an email and I will help the best I can. See you later.